Welcome to College Football Legends, where we dive deep into the stories of the game's greatest heroes. The head coach plays a crucial role in shaping the success of a team. It can be the difference between the glory of hoisting the coveted national championship trophy or the agony of a losing season. Even the best coaches find themselves in awkward situations. So today, we are covering the top 5 awkward, shocking, and downright cringe-worthy coaching moments in college football. The Ohio State Buckeyes have a storied history of success and dominance within the Big Ten Conference. Their biggest rival, the Michigan Wolverines, have in many cases been the team that has stood in their way of achieving their ultimate goal of winning a national championship. At the time of the release of this video, Michigan had defeated their rival in consecutive seasons, clinching a spot in the college football playoff. Both programs have produced legendary players and coaches that have shaped each program into the powerhouse they are today. Heisman Trophy winners from Michigan include Charles Woodson and Desmond Howard. The Ohio State Buckeyes have legendary Heisman winners such as Archie Griffin, Troy Smith, and Eddie George. Even as recently as the 2023 season, matchups have yielded epic battles where the victory came down to the final moments of the game, where the winner kept their season alive in hopes of achieving their ultimate goal. Despite this epic rivalry, both programs have had their share of controversy that have surrounded their program. Despite the success of the 2023 Michigan Wolverines, their season was shrouded in a scandal that involved a rogue staff member establishing a system that resulted in stealing signals from opposing teams. Although these are alleged allegations, if it's true, this could potentially have given Michigan an advantage against opponents during their 2023 campaign. Ohio State has been involved in a scandal that involved star player Terrell Pryor and other teammates selling memorabilia in exchange for money and other incentives. This resulted in sanctions on the program and the dismissal of the legendary national championship winning coach Jim Tressel. Decades before contemporary coaches from these two programs such as Ryan Day and Jim Harbaugh, there was Michigan's Bo Schembechler and the legendary yet controversial Woody Hayes. Coach Woody Hayes is instrumental in propelling the Ohio State Buckeyes into the Big Ten powerhouse that they are today. As a World War II veteran of the U.S. Navy, he brought a tough, hard-nosed coaching philosophy to the program. He instilled hard work and discipline in his players. In addition, he was an avid believer of the smash-mouth, run-heavy offense that struck fear in opposing defenses. As a result of his leadership and coaching philosophy, the Ohio State Buckeyes earned 13 conference championships and 5 national championships. This dominant and larger-than-life figure was equally respected and feared in the Ohio State community. This fear was related to his temper. For example, there were incidents where the coach attempted to strike a reporter during an interview, and on another occasion, he shoved a cameraman during the 1973 Rose Bowl. As he grew older, the game around him evolved, and his temper grew shorter. After 3 consecutive seasons losing to their rival, the Michigan Wolverines, coached by his former assistant Bo Schembechler, and years removed from their last national championship, it became apparent that the program's best days were behind them. With Ohio State's decreased productivity on the field, and Woody Hayes' lack of ability to control his emotions, along with his declining health, this proved to be a disaster waiting to happen. On one fateful day in December, Ohio State found themselves trailing 15-17 in the 1978 Gator Bowl. As time winded down in the fourth quarter, Ohio State had one final opportunity to take the lead with a potentially successful offensive drive. A team that's been notorious for their powerful running attack that struggled to move the ball downfield was forced to the passing game with an inexperienced freshman quarterback. Despite Coach Hayes' reluctance to throw the football, the young freshman quarterback played surprisingly well, giving his team a chance to win the game. That was until Clemson linebacker timed the pass perfectly and intercepted it, which sealed victory and robbed Ohio State of a chance of ending their disappointing season on a positive note. To say that this sequence of events enraged Coach Hayes would be an understatement. As the game-altering play ended near the Ohio State sideline, Coach Hayes grabbed the Clemson linebacker and punched him in the upper chest and throat area. The strike itself caused no harm due to the Clemson player being fully equipped. However, the outburst caused a bench-clearing brawl that took several minutes to separate both parties. Legendary ABC announcer Keith Jackson that was calling the game did not see the initial strike, only the ensuing brawl due to his vantage point from the press box. However, all of America saw this unprecedented incident, including the Ohio State administration. The following day, the Board of Trustees, the administration, and the athletic director elected to remove Woody Hayes as their head coach. Such an abrupt and embarrassing end to an otherwise legendary career. Many speculate that Coach Hayes' health played a role in his erratic behavior. Poorly controlled diabetes and roller coaster blood sugar levels can result in mood swings similar to what the coach displayed near the end of his career. Even though his actions placed a dark cloud over his reputation, he remained revered and respected by the Ohio State faithful. In addition, after his apology and contrition for his actions, he maintained contact with his former assistant and rival Michigan head coach Bo Schembechler. Coach Schembechler was a keynote speaker at a major sports banquet in Michigan, and his former mentor, Coach Woody Hayes, introduced him despite his failing health. The following day after his heartwarming introduction to his former rival, Coach Woody Hayes passed away at the age of 74. His achievements will be remembered, and a lessons of how one's actions, either positive or negative, have the power to outlive legends. Stay tuned for next week's Top 5 College Coaches Cringe-Worthy Moments. What were your thoughts on this particular topic? Do you remember any instances where a coach or a player crossed the line? Please comment who you think will appear in our next episode of this countdown. If you enjoyed this video and would like to continue this countdown, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll never miss an episode of College Football Legends, where we celebrate the unforgettable players and moments that define the sport we love.